Every day at lunch at my school, two wasps fly around me and my friends trying to eat our food. At first, however, we didn't realize that they were wasps, and we learned that the hard way when my friend tried to swat them away and got stung multiple times on the leg. Understanding the differences between bees and wasps is not only important for your personal safety, but also the safety of our environment. According to Pollinator Partnership in 2024, bees are important pollinators, and they pollinate over 1/3 of the food we eat, and bees kill pests in those same crops. Today, I want to tell you about the key differences in appearance, behavior, and the role in the environment that bees and wasps have. First, I'm going to tell you about how they differ in appearance. Second, how their behaviors contrast. And third, their vital roles in the environment and ecosystem. First, I'm going to talk about their physical features and how, despite similarities, the differences in their body shape, coloration, and whether they have a barbed or smooth stinger. Bees are more muted in black color and have a dense hair coverage, giving them a fuzzy appearance. Britannica on October 3rd, 2025, said that the fuzz is for collecting pollen as the powder gets caught in the hairs. Wasps have slimmer, smoother bodies with more camel-like coloration with brighter yellow and black. While both species have stingers, wasps have non-barbed, meaning they can sting multiple times without harming themselves, and bees have barbed stingers, meaning that when they sting, they will die, unfortunately. Now let's review. We just talked about how body shape, hairiness, and color patterns differ. Now we will move on to how their behaviors differ in diet, aggressiveness, and social behaviors. Secondly, let's talk about how their diet differs, their aggressiveness towards people, and their social behaviors. Bees are vegetarian and eat mainly pollen, nectar, and honey. Wasps are omnivorous, as they eat nectar, pollen, and honey, along with scavenging for food and eating small bugs. Wasps are more aggressive and, as previously mentioned, can sting multiple times. Both species have kinds that live in colonies and in solidarity. Let's review. We just talked about their behaviors and how they differ in diet, along with aggressiveness and social behaviors. Next, we'll talk about how they nest, their roles in ecosystems, and their human interactions. Lastly, let's talk about the differences of how they where they nest, their roles in the environment, and how they interact with people. Bees nest with waxy material in permanent places in more sheltered areas. Wasp nests are made of a papery material, and Orkin explained in 2024 that they are non-permanent as they are on tree branches, roof eaves, and other exposed places. Bees pollinate a large majority of the world's crops, and their global decline could not only be detrimental to them, but to us as well. Wasps kill the pests in those crops as well as in our gardens. Both interact with humans directly by nesting in and around homes, along with indirectly as they keep crops healthy. Today, I told you about how wasps and bees differ in appearance, behavior, and their effect on the environment. First, I talked about their appearance and how they differ in body shape, size, color, and hairiness. Next, I talk about how their behaviors differ in diet and aggressiveness and their social behaviors. And next, I talked about their effect on the environment and interactions with people. So next time you see those familiar black and yellow stripes flying around your food at lunch, take a second to look before you swat it away or try to kill it, because it could be a docile bee or a more aggressive wasp.